Hey guys, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, Fire Emblem Three Houses, where we're on what I suspect is our second to last month. Which means we've got, I want to say a lot to do, but really not that much remaining. Most of what we have left to do is going to be training our units, which you guys probably don't need to see. We will go ahead and do the exploration so that we can talk to everybody, and at the same time, I am going to go ahead and start turning in the remaining lost items that I have.
What?
Just as I run into people. Not this one though. Hello. I still can't believe it.
We won against the Imperial Army. I still can't believe it.
Were you even there?
But I guess we still have some enemies left. I'm not well informed, but I have plenty of fighting spirit.
Good for you. Alright, so who are we gonna run into first? Nobody up here. And I'm probably not gonna go to the sauna. In fact, I'm probably gonna be doing very little actual training of Byleth now that I've got my master class. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my professor points other than build relationships, and again, that's really not something that I feel like you guys need to see unless I go on a tea party. I might show that. But, the boar.
I thought that after the Empire fell, the boar might finally be avenged. But something dark is certainly lurking in the shadows. An organization behind the Empire. We'll have to take care of them if Dimitri is to rest in peace.
You know, I still don't know if Dimitri was actually there or not. Alright, lost items. Is he actually dead? Were we having a vision? What was that about? That feels like a plot hole that's just kind of dangling a bit. Alright, you get the black iron
That's
spur.
mine.
The sword belt fragment, if I have it. There it is.
That's mine.
And what else? You get a toothed dagger. Do I have that? I'd love to get rid of almost all of this. There it is.
That's mine. Thank you.
Alright. I don't need to increase your motivation anymore. What about you, Sylvain?
This war might be over, but not war in general. Human beings thrive on conflict. We can't get enough of it. I don't know when, but you know someday another war will begin.
Even so...
That's the way it is, right? War may always come back, but so will peace. And peace is what we fight for.
Pretty deep thoughts from Sylvain. Kind of like him when he's serious. Okay. You get... this is Sylvain. Crumpled love letter, the history of... Shrang, really? Alright. Crumpled love letter or the history of Shrang, or unused lipstick. Do I have? There's history of Shrang.
That's mine! Oh, thanks, Professor. You really saved the day.
Okay. Would not have picked that for you. I think that's the only thing I have remaining. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Alright, well, let's go ahead and put somebody into the advanced brawling tournament. I think it's gonna be Caspar. Could put Felix in there, but why? I could put Catherine in there and watch her get stomped. That'd be funny. Caspar, you are more than high enough level for this. There's a brawling tournament this month. Who among you can stand up to the fiercest fighters in the land? Recommended level 36 or higher. Weapon use, training gauntlets, reward 1500 Gs, and silver gauntlets. Plus, go ahead and do that. Will I even have to heal you? Not with this guy. Goodbye. Caspar takes brawling seriously. Those are training gauntlets? Very interesting. Those look like they would hurt. Alright, round two. Still gonna do pretty good.
Hope you're ready.
He's not ready.
Big win.
God, I love you, Caspar. Alright. Round 3. The quarterfinals. Yeah, this should be fine. Crit? No crit. Down he
Who's
goes.
next? Get in line.
It almost feels unfair to put Caspar in this thing. I guess it kind of is. Look how high level he is.
Hope you're ready.
And goodbye.
Who's next? Get in
The
line.
Master of War Masters. And the finals. Will it matter? I'm not gonna heal. Caspar has yet to take even a hit. Will it happen here? Might. One hit. One hit.
Attacking
And an
your own
otherwise
risk.
perfect run. Alright, I'll take it. Alright, congratulations, Caspar. You have beaten up a whole bunch of people. Probably didn't deserve it, but they volunteered for this. So you win the Advanced Brawling Tournament with the Silver Gauntlets and 1500 Gs. Yeah, that was fun to watch. Alright, a strange group slithering in the dark. I hate that term, by the way. I really wish they'd just, like, given them a name.
A mysterious organization, slithering in the dark of Fodlan, like something out of a midnight tale. It appears these fiends have infiltrated the deepest corners of the Empire. After the fall of Enbar, they've remained well concealed. That said, I would keep an eye on Edelgard's uncle, Lord Arundel. Something about him sits ill with me.
I think you've got good instincts on that one. Okay, lost items. You are looking for a hammer and chisel, eyeglass cloth.
I can't believe I left this behind. Thank you so much for retrieving it.
And sketch of a sigil. There's the hammer and
I
chisel.
can't believe...
And sketch of a sigil? Sizzle? How do you sketch a sizzle? Sketch of a sigil?
I'm not sure.
I didn't mean to press A there. Do I have it? Does not look like I do. Alright. Goodbye. So that's 3 down pretty quick. Let's go ahead and skim this way. We'll head for the chapel. Kind of like taking it in a big loop, heading north first, and then pick off various things. Actually, let's check this place, because there's Ferdinand. Is it really over?
The history of the Empire spans 1,185 years. And just like that, it ends. But the Hresfelg legacy could live on. When Edelgard assumed power, there were no other rightful heirs. She said that whoever takes the throne next should do so by virtue of merit, not blood. And she truly meant what she said.
Oh, I thought maybe she had a secret love baby or something.
At any rate, I feel that a huge hole has opened up in my heart. Who knows if it can ever be filled?
Were you in love with her, or just in love with the idea of her? No. Do I have any... Hello, sir. This is a private conversation. Thank you. Alright, Ferdinand. Agricultural surveys, bag of tea leaves, and Ferdinand, which I'm not sure why that's on the list. I think that is a clear typo. I don't know what your third item is, but bag of tea leaves.
I was looking for this.
Agricultural survey? Do I even have that? The good thing is we're getting less and less things to look through.
How could you possibly...
Alright, don't be rude. Just curious. I don't know what your third item is. Nope. Looks like we're done here. Okay. I miss this classroom. Everyone was so happy. And then it all went to hell. I really like the first part of this game. The second part's depressing. But the first part is like really fun and really uplifting, and it's nice to just hang out with your students. You go out on interesting adventures, and then war happens, and all the fun and lightheartedness just kind of gets sucked away. Plus, I feel like the pacing is better in the first half of the game than the second.
Hey,
And I've talked to several people
Well,
who kind of agree with me on that. The pacing really falls off the further into the game you get. All things must come to an end, hey, Linhart? That's kind of prophetic.
As history proves, everything comes to an end eventually. I knew that all along, but it still came as a surprise. Those who slither in the dark. It's all so fascinating and strange. They must certainly have a long history of their own. And when they fall, that will come quickly too, don't you think? That almost sounded like a prophecy there. Am I spooking you yet?
Woo! I think you're just talking about the end of the game. The game that you are in. Oh man! Like, now I have to start considering who I might recruit for my next playthrough, because it's not going to be the Black Eagles. Ah, that just kind of hit me all at once. I won't be playing with the Black Eagles. I've spent over like 120, 130 hours on this now. Huh. Anyways, let's see. Linhart. Animated bait, feathered pillow. I kind of think I might have given you all your stuff already. Unless I found it. Animated bait.
Thank you. I gave up hope of ever finding it.
It's been in my pocket for a while, apparently. Feathered pillow, I'm pretty sure I gave that to you long ago. That was obviously yours. What else? The Saints revealed? I feel like I've seen that. Yeah. Right there at the top.
Oh, thank you. I gave up hope of ever finding it.
Alright, that should be all your stuff. Let's head into the chapel. I love this stained glass right here. I love stained glass in general. It's one of my favorite art forms.
Professor.
I've been kind of learning about it. I know how to do it. The very basics, nothing that elaborate, but I know, like, I went and learned how to do it from someone who lived with my grandparents, and that was a lot of fun. I need to find a place and the stuff to do it on my own, but it requires a large space and lots of chemicals, and yeah. Alright, who can I give renown to? I am still not quite enough for Saint Michael.
see you again soon.
So I will leave and be very sad. Unless I find like a quest. I doubt I'm gonna find a quest unless it's a supply run. Mercedes.
Professor.
At least she's safe now?
Lady Rhea still seems weak, but at least she's safe now. I'm praying that she'll be well as soon as possible. Goddess, I beg you, protect Lady Rhea.
For a minute, I thought she was talking about, like, I thought it was gonna be a metaphor for Edelgard. At least Edelgard's in a happy place now. I keep forgetting I actually saved Rhea, mostly because I wish I hadn't. Book of Ghost Stories, Fruit Preserves,
Oh, this is mine! Thank you for returning it to me.
and How to Bake Sweets. Which, there it is.
Oh, this is mine! Thank you for returning.
And what was it again? I've got such a crap memory. Book of Ghost Stories. I don't think I've seen that. Nope. I don't have it. Alright. There does seem to be a quest available, but I'm thinking that's probably going to be the DLC quest to just go find secrets and turn them back in for really an item that's not worth it, in my opinion. I feel like there's a lot of work to be done, and you have to get more and more secrets for that reward. It's nice that they put in a repeatable reward quest in, but it's not really my thing, because it feels kind of minuscule for the efforts that you put into it.
Oh.
See anybody else at the monastery? Or at the chapel? Check out here.
Professor.
I like doing this, trying to figure things out on my own without having to rely on the map. And... Tenno! Alright, let's head for the second floor then. Starting to wonder how much training I'm actually going to have to do. Now, I cheated a little bit because I wanted to get a feel for what the next chapter is going to be, so I knew how much time that I have to do things, and the month after this is a full month. But from what I understand,
Professor?
it's going to be a very difficult final fight. In fact, it's probably going to be the most difficult version of this fight, because it's the only time when we won't have any house leaders to assist us with their artifacts. So I'm kind of wondering, how strong is it going to be? We rescued Lady Rhea! Yeah, shut the hell up.
We rescued Lady Rhea. I can hardly express my joy.
I kind of want to know why you're obsessed with her, but not enough to actually build a relationship with you. I just kind of want to go look at the wiki.
But now we know about a new foe who intends to bring her harm. In time, we'll realize the peaceful world that Lady Rhea has always hoped for. I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm fighting.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed or not. Go back and look at it. The sword that Edelgard is holding when we kill her has the crest of Seiros on it. I picked that out. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, it has the crest of Seiros on it, which is kind of curious. Lost items. Let's see. Badge of graduation, letter to Rhea. God, take your damn letter to Rhea. I know I've got that. There it is.
Oh, this is...
You can give it to her. Badge of graduation. Do I have that? Yes.
Oh.
And weathered cloak. I think I had all three of those things. Maybe... Yep, there it is.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah, goodbye. Kinda don't really have a reason to ever come talk to you again, which is happy for me. I guess I will, because technically I'm gonna need to find out her closing thoughts after the next fight, which is sad for me, but story is story. As much as I don't like the characters, you guys deserve to see them. And I get to bitch about them. It's a win-win. Sedith, I assume this is you? No, Flame. You are worried about Rhea.
I am so glad that Rhea is unharmed. My brother continues to worry about her, however. Of course, I am worried myself. I cannot imagine being in that situation while in such a state. I hope she will rest now, and leave it up to you and my brother to see things through.
Okay. Now, when I saw this, I thought it might have a connection to you, and it does.
Oh, that is mine! Thank you so very much.
But I would not have guessed it belonged to her without her talking about Inbar in the last chapter, because I feel like that's the only time she brings it up. Okay. Flame, Antique Clasp, and Dusty Book of Fables. I know I saw that.
Oh!
And the Antique Clasp, right there.
Oh!
Alright. I still don't know who the adult with a taste for liquor is. I don't know what item that goes to. Or what person that goes to is more accurate. Where is everybody? I have not run into nearly as many people as I expected. Lysithia, I think I've given you all your items to recruit you. They won't be forgiven for this.
Those who slither in the dark, it seems, will finally discover their true form. I get the sense that they're in league with the mages who experimented on me as a child. I wouldn't be surprised if Edelgard was subjected to them too.
Yeah, she was.
There's no telling what their true motives are. But whatever their motives, what they have done is unforgivable. They must be exterminated.
Okay, lost items. I'm pretty sure I've given you everything, but let's check. Encyclopedia Sweets, new bottle of perfume, and a princess doll. Princess doll.
That!
Encyclopedia Sweets or the perfume. Does not look like I have that anymore. Okay. Why don't we take a quick break and look at some supports. How bad are we getting here? Actually, manageable. Manuela, you are going to be a C with Flane. Hanneman's got one with Byleth. Hooray. Sylvain, you and Flane, you and Manuela. Ingrid, you and Sylvain. Actually, surprisingly few. Alright, let's go with Lysithea and Linhardt. I want to see this one.
There you are, Lysithea. I've been looking for you. So, I have a hypothesis about your crests.
I know you're the one who sent me that anonymous letter.
Oh, she pissed. She pissed. She pissed.
There are things we must discuss. Ugh, it sounded like some bizarre love letter.
Maybe it was Sylvain.
What? No, of course not. However, I wonder what you would have done if it was.
Now I'm just confused and grossed out.
I'm sorry, but that is not the overall topic of discussion. Do pay attention.
Pay attention to you? As though anything you say is worth listening to. It's not like you can tell me anything I don't already know.
You don't have a very positive opinion of your crests, do you? That's why you should listen to me. I've dug through all my books, and there's no record of anyone being born with 2 crests. You are, to be blunt, an impossible occurrence. For you to have a second crest, it must have been forcibly implanted after birth.
Is that your theory then?
It's damn accurate.
Yes, it is. To further the theory, if the power exists to implant a crest, then it must be possible to remove one too. And that is the real issue at hand.
I could have one removed?
That's what Hanneman is working on understanding. I'm helping him with it.
Professor Hanneman.
Based on your reaction, it seems you want one of your crests removed. I don't think I'd give up having 2 crests if I were you.
Is that so? Even if you'd gone through horrifying experiments, endless trauma, and if you knew that all this pain meant you'd die very, very young? That's what you'd think? You're completely lacking in empathy, so of course you would make such a crass and foolish assumption.
I kind of want to see the end of this. Is this the story where Lysithea has her crest removed? I've got to build up their support. The downside is that might not mean Lysithea gets used that much, because the best way to do it is to have her. I'm gonna have to think on that. All right, Sylvain, you and Flame, really? Okay, sure, why not? I don't think I've seen this.
Hey there, Flane. I thought I'd drop by and see if you'd care for a...
I've definitely not seen this.
Now, just a moment, Sylvain. If you must speak with me, I implore you to do so from where you stand. My apologies if this comes across as rude, but please do not come any closer to me.
Excuse me?
I am sorry. My brother has explicitly warned me not to go near you.
Ooh.
Sedith said that? I bet he also told you any woman who comes too close to me is, how does he say it? Doomed to misfortune?
He used those very words! Is it true then?
Come on. He's just messing with you, obviously.
Of course I would prefer to believe that, but one can never know for certain. Particularly when similar stories are constantly in circulation about you. I have heard that men and women alike have been seduced by your nefarious ways.
Ooh, men and women, huh? Sylvain, you player.
I hate to suggest my talents are being oversold, but
I have heard that you toy with people's emotions, like a cat toys with its prey.
do I really look like such a villain to you?
Yes?
Well, perhaps not. You do not strike me as much of a charmer.
And it begins.
When you put it like that, I feel like I should defend... Yeah, forget it. Let's get to the actual point.
Did I not tell you, Sylvain? Stay away from me.
It's kind of awkward talking from so far away. Can I please step just a little?
Truly, there are countless terrible stories of your behavior.
What is this? Just kick the shit out of Sylvain? I love it.
I've heard that you panic when there aren't women around to flirt with, that you've gone as far as flirting with horses and even chickens.
Oh, come on. Who would even... You should know that your brother has an overactive imagination.
I would like to believe that you are a sincere and reputable person, Sylvain. But there is no smoke without fire. Or so the saying goes.
I may not be the most respectable fellow you'll ever meet, but...
Until I can be certain, please refrain from coming too close to me. Now, if you will excuse me, I must be on my way.
Flayn, wait! Come back! And she's gone. All I was trying to do was deliver a message. Flayn, hey! The professor said we need to come to the cathedral! I'll run really far ahead so you don't have to walk near me! There, I tried telling her. The professor can't be mad about that.
I don't know who I was going to torture with that one, apparently. Alright, Sylvain, you and Ingrid? Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll go back to doing lost items.
That's a heavy sigh. Again.
Yeah? That's the sigh of exhaustion after spending the past month apologizing for your behavior to, well, everyone.
Oh, right.
Apologizing? I've been pretty darn restrained lately.
If by restrained you mean falling all over yourself to garner the attention of every passing female, then yes, you've been quite restrained. Mark my words, the more you hurt people, the more weighty the repercussions will be. Your actions will come around to bite you.
Ha! If I get bitten, that's all just part of the game. Heck, I had one girl's brother come after me with a pitchfork.
If you end up getting maimed or killed by a pitchfork, don't expect me at your funeral. Glenn used to make light of getting hurt too. Then one day, he got more than hurt. Now he's gone.
I'm sorry. I was being... You're right. I know what it did to you when he died. It hurt to see you hurt, and not be able to do anything. When you wouldn't even come out of your room to take care of your horse.
Nothing affected me the way his passing affected me.
Well, I'm happy that you're better. Seeing you out and about helped me relax enough to be able to flirt with girls again.
Oh, good. That'll make her feel better.
Your predictability is utterly disappointing. When I finally stopped mourning, you know what brought me back? My concern. For you.
Me?
You know you can't get along without me following in your shadow and caring for you. You flirt with anything that has a pulse, offend people left and right, and constantly cause commotions.
Huh. The truth really does hurt.
Please, Sylvain, consider your actions before you carry them out. And stop acting so nonchalant about getting hurt or killed. Promise me that.
Okay. I promise.
He doesn't flirt with every passing woman, Ingrid. He doesn't flirt with you. Alright, is it just the one? Just the one. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it.
Hello, Professor Manuela. I wish you to know that I have heard ever so much about your talents.
Whatever are you talking about, Flame?
Singing! Why, you are wonderfully skilled at it, are you not? Why, I have even overheard people saying your voice is akin to the singing of a goddess.
It makes me happy to hear. But who told you that?
Sylvain. Or Sedith.
Oh, the students are always speaking of it, which got me to thinking. I may be the only person in all of the Academy who's never heard your beautiful voice in song. So, I was wondering, Manuela, might you sing a little something for me?
Your request is touching, but I can't perform on such short notice. My voice is an instrument and requires proper gentle care.
I can make some really dirty jokes here, but never mind.
However, the stories are true. I was once the leader of the Middle Franc troupe, but that was a long time ago.
Middle Franc? What do those words mean precisely?
You've never heard of the Middle Franc troupe? Before the war, it was the single most popular opera company in the imperial capital. I used to sing on stage with them. I was the star, in fact.
Oh, wow! In all of Enbar? They must not have been around when I was living there.
I feel like that was an aside, and actually it sounded like one too.
You used to live in Enbar?
Indeed. Although I was quite a bit younger at the time. It is where I was born, as a matter of fact.
Oh, well, you must have been too young to hear about us.
Yes, that could be. And what precisely is the function of an opera troupe?
You don't know what an opera troupe is? Well...
You just got roped into a very long afternoon, Manuela.
It's a group of performers like myself who act out stories on stage in front of a big audience. Stories with lots of singing.
I understand now. I certainly have experience in the fine art of storytelling. There is often singing as a part of story time for the children at the monastery.
That is darling, Flame. But I'm not sure it's quite the same thing as an opera. You see, operas are performed in grand theaters with orchestral accompaniment. Everyone attending wears their finest. It is a very special occasion.
I've never been to an opera. I've always been curious about them.
Theaters, they're called? You mean to say that there are buildings exclusively used for telling stories?
You've never even heard of a theater? You're an intelligent girl, Flame, and the world is full of wonders. You have a lot left to discover.
Clearly that happened a long time ago. But yeah, that takes care of all our supports. Very nice. Except for the one I'm probably about to get roped in with Hanneman. Also Catherine, maybe? Or Cyril, or maybe I need to develop it more, which I'm not really working on, because why? I'm not gonna hit S support with Gaspar this time, or Sylvain. Probably. Alright. Going back to lost items. Nobody's in here. Cat's climbing the chair. Anybody in the council room? Let's go check that out. Feels good to have all those supports done. It always feels really good. As much as I like the supports, it always feels really good to, you know, have something like that cleared out of your to-do list. Hey, Cyril. Lady Rhea's back. Yes, aren't we all excited?
Lady Rhea's back! Lady Rhea's back! I'm so happy! But things aren't gonna be like they used to be anytime soon, are they? There's still folks out there that want us all dead, and Lady Rhea still hasn't regained her strength yet. Speaking of which, Professor, please don't ask too much of her right now, okay?
Oh, trust me, I'm not gonna ask anything of her. Alright, lost items. I probably have yours. Maintenance oil?
I don't know who this...
Nope. I don't know why I thought that was it. Probably because I looked at old cleaning cloth. Old cleaning cloth. No, clean dusting cloth. There it is.
Hey, that's mine. Thanks for finding it.
Portrait of Rhea and a well-used hatchet.
Hey, that's...
And a portrait of Rhea? I don't see it. No, okay. I'm done. Anybody in here? I don't have a whole lot to talk about this episode. I'm not gonna lie. Yep, there is a supply run. And it will give me just enough. I'll find him first, but it will give me enough to finish that statue, I think. Or will it? Was that 21 or 22? Now I'm having doubts. I think I was at 22. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of looking forward to finishing this playthrough and taking kind of a nice long break. I've enjoyed it. I'm really excited to see the end of it. But I'm kind of excited to move on from Fire Emblem for a while. I will probably still come back and do the final 2 playthroughs. I mean, almost definitely. But I've got a bunch of games on my backlog, and I've got some projects I need to catch up on. And Fire Emblem takes quite a bit of effort to put together. Like, these take 2.5 hours, sometimes 3 hours to render. So if you're wondering why I'm kind of on a backlog with some projects that I've owed bonus videos to for a while, Fire Emblem's kind of a big reason why. We fulfilled our mission.
We finally got Lady Rhea back from the Empire and fulfilled our mission.
Hooray.
I wish we could afford for her to have a good long rest, but that just isn't possible.
So, I'm definitely going to be taking a lengthy break after I finish this playthrough. Probably, you know, like, I might start another one 6-7 months down the line. Maybe I'll do it, like, closer to the end of the year, but it's going to be good to get away from this for a little bit, I think.
Thanks.
I heard Lady Rhea has returned.
I heard that Lady Rhea's back. But why hasn't she shown herself to everyone yet?
She's sick. God.
Oh, she's convalescing. Fair enough. She was in captivity for a long time.
Yeah?
I pray that she feels better soon.
And I'm kind of trying to find a rhythm for how I want to finish out these last couple of months. I'm a firm believer you guys don't have a lot more to see once I'm done with this exploration. I'm not even sure, like, you guys really want to see any rare monster combat that I go do. Because the only reason I'm doing it is just kind of to farm for Mithril. We're not going to have any paralogs. Finally.
So Lady Rhea was all right after all. Well done bringing her back safely. Finally, us true believers may breathe easy again. Simply magnificent. You're saying the fight isn't over yet?
True believers. True believers. Waka waka. But yeah, like, the rare beasts aren't going to be particularly compelling. They're going to be beasts that we pretty much go in and stomp. I'm thinking, like, I might do one exploration episode, one battle episode, and then we'll go to the fight at the end of the month. That might be the best way to handle it. You get 1 month of exploration, 1 week of battling, and then we move on. It's starting to sound like the right idea. Especially given that how fast I can go through battles now. Speaking of which, I need to start thinking about how far I'm going to go into this episode.
No.
Ingrid! Hello!
Is it really prudent to bring Lady Rhea on our upcoming expedition?
I wasn't planning on it.
It would be best not to have her doing anything strenuous, considering how long she was confined.
It's her decision, ultimately.
There are still many in Fodlan who are seeking Lady Rhea's salvation. For their sake, we cannot put her in harm's way.
Okay, so I think I've given you all your lost items. I'm gonna take a look here. Ingrid. Currycomb, Jousting Almanac, Pegasus Horseshoe. Pretty sure, like, I made sure to give you your stuff because I was trying so hard to recruit you. Yeah, nothing here. Okay. Oh! I know exactly where Bernie is. Wait, Bernie's not in her room? What? Bernie's not in her room? Is she alive? Hopefully she's alive. Hope I didn't forget. Oh, there she is. You're hiding with the flowers, huh? Are these the man-eating flowers? What do you have to say? You don't have any talkie bubbles.
With Edelgard gone, maybe Fodlan will finally find some peace. That's all well and good, but, she was also the one to put my father under house arrest. So now he's been released and he's taken charge of House Farley. I can't handle it. I can't deal with him. Please, you have to do something.
How about we exile him? We can put him back under arrest. How about we exile him?
Thank you so much.
I'm guessing he's now exiled. Okay. You get the still life picture.
I've been looking for this. Thank you so much.
Alright, a hedgehog case and a needle and thread. I don't think I've got the hedgehog case, but I might have the needle and thread. Just like that, we have ruined somebody's life that we never met, but he was mean to one of our kids, so yeah, screw him. I don't see it. I feel like I have it, but I don't see it. So I must not have it. That's the logical conclusion to draw here. Alright. Yes, I would like to do some gardening. What did I get? Green flower seeds, Fodlan seeds, albinium berries, no fruit, peach currants, vegetable seeds, tomato, and fruit of life. Okay. Let's try the mixed fruit seeds. Just stack it. And cultivate with poop. Because why not? And that's done. I did find a table on what you get from expected seed plantings. It wasn't clear, but it did point out that if you use the highest level fertilizer, the Pegasus poop, even though it may not increase the yield, it does improve the product. Which I don't think the game ever really points out. It feels like you're doing it to increase the yield, but it could just be me being dense. Alright, who is in here? Anybody? We won. Yes, I won. Thank you. Glad you're here to celebrate. Also, is that... That's thunder! I just heard thunder. Oh man, I would love a thunderstorm. We get them so rarely. Hey Manuela, Professor, hey!
Professor, I just got word from the opera company.
Oh, are they okay?
I don't know if everyone survived, but it looks like they should be able to mount a revival. They even asked if I'd consider making a return to the stage someday. I suspect I may refuse, though. We're at the dawn of something new. No reason to look backwards, eh?
Alright, this list actually does not have anything for you. In fact, you're not even on this list. Huh. Alright. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and call it an episode here. I'm gonna do my maintenance stuff, spend all my professor points between episodes.
Thank you.
We'll make sure to do Seta's quest. Oh, we didn't do notes! I was already at the chapel and we didn't do notes. I need to do notes. But, and then we'll finish up doing the lost items.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I can hardly believe you managed to handle the capital city like that. Everyone did sterling work. I really thought we'd know peace after that battle. But we're not quite there yet, huh?
Nope. But anyway, I'm going to call it an episode here, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming out and joining me today. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you let me know. Give me likes, leave me comments. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Later.